It's day 2 of the new Labour government under Keir Starmer's leadership, and we have the first policy that's been announced by Starmer, and surprise, surprise, he's announced the cancellation of the illegal migration policies, including the Rwanda plan. It has officially been scrapped. Now, as you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Rwanda plan, mostly because it's not really practical anyway. But at least as an announcement that when it was introduced, it was supposed to also be a deterrent anyway. That's not really the main point of it anyway. The issue we have is that Keir Starmer, instead of actually coming up with an alternative, with a better policy or idea to replace it with, he's basically just said, all these announcements, the Illegal Migration Act, the bill, the legislation, the Rwanda plan, all that's going to go now. Instead, he's just going to be sorting out the backlog. So thousands and thousands of illegal migrants who are calling themselves asylum seekers, and there's creating a backlog, obviously. There's a lot of cases. He wants to process them quickly, and that is his solution. And we know what's going to happen with the Home Office. Even under the Tories, over 70% of those cases were approved, much higher than the European countries who are in ECHR and in the European Union. Denmark, Germany, Sweden, we were approving more cases despite leaving the EU and all that nonsense. Apparently, they didn't really count anyway. So what's going to happen now is that, of course, you're going to welcome more illegal migrants. We already just heard last night, after Keir Starmer obviously became Prime Minister, that people smugglers, and they also interviewed illegal migrants who are waiting in France. They said, we are happy. We are now preparing en masse to go to the United Kingdom because we are going to be welcomed even more than before by the new government. They are waiting for the rain because the weather's not great this weekend. But from next week onwards, I'm going to keep an eye on the numbers, and everybody else should keep an eye on the numbers, because this summer is going to be absolutely chaotic and going forward. Mostly because essentially Keir Starmer says more are welcome to come here. At least the Tories were pretending to try their best to do something, even though they didn't get anything done. But at least they were pretending to say, yeah, we are in favour of strong borders. Keir Starmer is not even pretending anymore. His solution is to simply process the cases quickly. So more people are just going to come in anyway, and he's going to build more social housing. Instead of building social housing for British people and the homeless and the veterans, he's going to prioritise the foreigners and the illegal migrants. The next few years are going to be absolutely chaotic in the United Kingdom, but I still see it as a necessity. It's a necessary evil. The United Kingdom and the British people must go through this phase. They have to see what life is like under Keir Starmer's Labour government in order to finally wake up.